This week on Out and About Columbus, we celebrate Earth Day and do some spring cleaning. We found ways to repurpose some of those unneeded items and help people in need at the same time.
We collect donations of furniture and then we give it out for free to families struggling with poverty and other significant life challenges.
Johnny DiLoretto is doing what he does best, talking movies. And this movie is very important to the study of global warming.
It's been called the first real visual evidence of climate change, the way you can actually see what's happening with the ice.
We hear a lot of buzz about electric and hybrid cars, but are they that much better? The Conklin Automotive Group gave us a revealing look at the technology in these vehicles.
They've made tremendous advances with the battery technology as well as just the engine technology, allowing them to stay extremely efficient and burn the fuel as quickly and efficiently as possible as well.
We also take a up-close look at solar energy. Does an electric bill of near zero interest you? Then stay with us as we help you reduce, reuse, and recycle to keep our planet clean and green.
Receiving donations and volunteers building furniture every day, the Furniture Bank of Central Ohio helps families in need set up homes right here in our community. I spoke with Jim Stein about just how easy it is to support this worthwhile cause. Well, Jim, this is a wonderful organization you have here. Tell us what you do.
This is the Free Furniture Bank here in Central Ohio, and what we do is we collect donations of furniture and then we give it out for free to families struggling with poverty and other significant life challenges. So there are about 4,100 families last year that needed this help from us, and so we provided each one about 13 to 15 pieces of furniture. So we're helping them get resituated in their life. Some folks are moving out of poverty and they find a place to be, a place to live with another organization's help, and then they come here to get furniture once they get resituated.
How does the general public get involved in this wonderful organization?
You know, lots of people around the community every year are kind enough to donate their furniture to us, and that's a huge help. All the furniture that we give to families is donated. We don't buy any of it. Some of it is made these days by volunteers, and so there's a lot of volunteer engagement in our organization, but the furniture donors and the volunteers and of course financial donors, that whole network of folks in our community is making it possible for us to help these families in poverty.
So tell us how we can find out more information about Furniture Bank of Central Ohio.
Well, the good news is if you do a Google search today and you type in donate furniture, you'll see us on the first page of the results. And so it's easy to find us on the internet. Our website is www.furniturebankcoh.org, and our main phone number is 614-545-3838.
Is your carpet cleaner using these tools to get your carpet super clean? Well, they should be. And if they're not, you should call TruSteam. We had an opportunity to talk to Daniel Campbell about getting that carpet cleaned right. So, Dan, why should someone steam clean their carpets, and how often should they steam clean them?
Sure. So effective carpet maintenance is essential in protecting the indoor environmental health of the home. Carpet's an amazing thing in that it acts as a filter and holds and traps contaminants until they're released through an effective cleaning. Steam cleaning is by far the most effective method for removing those contaminants, and if it's done approximately every 12 to 18 months, it will dramatically improve the indoor environmental health of the home, and it can also double or even triple the life of the carpet.
Is it because of the grit, it just actually wears the fiber down?
That's absolutely correct. There's an actual physical deterioration that can happen in the carpet. It's like sandpaper. There's these microparticles of contaminants that will just have an abrasive effect like sandpaper, and so over time that causes permanent damage to carpet.
Cleaning the carpet right. What does that entail? What do you mean by that when you say that?
Sure. There's no secret to carpet cleaning, but there are proven scientific processes to get it the most clean. The process that we follow is we test the carpet to determine what kind of carpet we're cleaning so that we could select cleaners that are most appropriate for that carpet type. We then apply those cleaners as a preconditioner over the surface of the carpet and allow them to dwell for 15 to 45 minutes to break down soiling in the carpet. And then once the soiling's broken down, we run a special machine called a counter-rotating brush machine over the carpet, and it lifts soiling from the carpet and suspends it in solution in preparation for the neutralizing steam rinse. And then the neutralizing steam rinse pulls out all the harmful chemicals and contaminants, leaves the carpet clean and healthy, and we use the fans to dry the carpet quickly.
Yeah. And those fans are state-of-the-art technology, right?
They truly are. Yeah, about $600 a piece. We carry 3 with us in the van.
So, Daniel, how do we get a hold of you for more information?
Sure, you could call us at 614-427-1596. You could go to our website at truesteamclean.com, or you could just Google TrueSteam.
So what do you do with all that stuff that you don't need anymore once you clean out that garage or basement? You call a hunk to haul away your junk. I spoke with Jeff of College Hunks Hauling Junk about the many organizations and charities they donate unwanted items to and the recycling program that helps keep our earth green. So Jeff, tell me about College Hunks Hauling Junk. What a catchy name.
Thank you, Renee. I wish it was my name. I wish I had started it. But we are a national company. We have about 60 franchises across the country. We have both College Hunks Hauling Junk and College Hunks Moving. But in celebration of Earth Day today, we're going to talk about College Hunks Hauling Junk.
Tell us what you haul.
We haul anything that's non-toxic. We'll remove anything from anywhere at any time. We recycle or donate probably 60% of all the items that we remove. And if we can't recycle it or donate it, then we take it to our warehouse and we store it. And every October we have a warehouse sale, and all of the proceeds are donated to the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer.
So when they do donate, where do they go?
We work very closely with Goodwill of Columbus. We also work with the MAP Furniture Bank, Furniture Bank of Mid-Ohio. We work closely with Habitat for Humanity, Salvation Army, anywhere where we can take it that can help someone else.
How do they get in touch with you, and what's the process?
Well, they can do it one of two ways. They can go to our website, and they can book it directly through our website, collegehunksHaulingJunk.com, or they can call our national number. We have a call center down in Tampa. We go out and we pull up like we've done today. We pulled up in front of this gentleman's house, and the hunks go in and they find out what has to come out, and we bring it out and we separate it. And we decide what's going to be recycled and what's going to be donated, and away we go to the next job.
Of course, another way that you can save a lot of money is through a high-efficiency heating, ventilation, and cooling system. We talked to Clint Schreck from Columbus Worthington Air, who told us about some of those efficiencies and what it can save you. So, Clint, why should consumers upgrade their air conditioning heating systems to energy efficient or high-efficiency type systems?
Sure. Great question there. Most units nowadays are either undersized or oversized, so if you're looking to upgrade the air conditioner, now would be a good time to do it. Normally when you get into upgrading air conditioner, it's based on SEER rating, which is season energy efficiency ratio. The best way to explain that is miles per gallon on a car. So, the higher the efficiency, the more miles a gallon you're going to get on the car. Right now there's a lot of, utility rebates out there. It's going to help offset the cost because nobody really wants to overpay on the utilities. Sure. So when you start upgrading the air conditioner on a higher SEER, you're definitely going to start seeing some cost savings, anywhere from starting out around 20 to 30%, as high as 50 to 55% even.
It probably depends on how old that system you have now,
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely. The age of the equipment, when it starts getting into its later life expectancies, it's definitely going to take a toll on the utility cost.
If you have a system, how often should you have a service? Should you have a service yearly, despite its age?
Sure, yeah. I always recommend to homeowners, just a quick tip, even for them to do, is changing the filter every 30 to 60 days on the furnace. Also, when they're out watering their garden or their lawn, just spraying off the outside coils or just the outside of the unit. But yeah, definitely want to get that checked out once a year. Dirt is the number one cause of higher utility cost. Also repairs down the line. I mean, when you start getting a dirty condenser, you're going to have a lot more repair cost in the near future. So definitely recommend to have it done once a year. And our service experts, they do a great job of just making sure everything's working fine and in tip-top shape for the season.
How do we get more contact information, Clint? Great information. We got to cut it now.
Website is a good one. You can visit us at cwaohio.com, or you can call us on our phone number at 614-771-7001. And we're offering some specials right now on some spring tune-ups at $59. So any consumer wants to have their AC checked or cleaned by us, it'd be $59.
Well, the sun can certainly be your friend in more than one way. We talked to Eco House Solar, Kevin Eigel, about these solar panels and how it can make your utility bill almost disappear. So, Kevin, why would someone want to use solar energy or solar power and go to this expense of doing this?
Well, the big thing is you can just save a lot of money on your electric bill, and it's very affordable to put these up today.
And really, you're being a good neighbor at the same time, right?
Yeah, you're also doing something good for the planet, and a lot of people don't realize this is being widely used all over the world. You don't see it so much in Columbus, but it definitely makes sense for most people to do this.
You said to me earlier that this technology has literally been around since the 60s. It's just become more affordable recently, right?
The price has come down significantly in the last couple of years, and there also is some government incentives. There's a 30% federal tax credit.
First of all, how long would these panels last then if I converted to solar energy?
So these panels come with a 25-year warranty, but they should last probably for at least 40 years.
Now, this house that we're at, and you installed this system, you said this guy has virtually went to almost zero for a utility bill, right?
That's correct. So he uses this to charge his car. He has a plug-in electric car, but it's powering all of his house. It works for anybody that really has enough space on the roof with a southern exposure and access to the sun. You can do it.
Is it based on a number of people that occupy the home, or the electric usage, or how do you size a solar system?
So when someone expresses interest in doing this, the first thing is to come out to their house. I do a free consultation. I look at how much electricity they're using. I look at how much space they have on the roof, what their budget is, and then from there we design a system. If they decide to move forward, we do all the paperwork, do the installation, they begin saving money.
Okay, how do we get more information? Where do we start, and how do we get a hold of you?
Okay, my website is www.ecohousesolar.com. That would be the best place to go.
Okay. You got a phone number we can reach you at?
Yeah, 614-805-5776.
How can this lemon and this vinegar help keep your home clean? Clintonville Green Clean will show you how these simple products can help you keep your home spotless using environmental-friendly ingredients. Joanna discussed how she makes all her green products for her clients. So, Joanna, what inspired you to start Clintonville Green Clean?
What inspired me to start Clintonville Green Clean was we moved into Clintonville in 2007, and we really needed to clean the home, and I was pregnant, nesting, and we needed to use products that were safe for me to use. And so I started making my own products in the kitchen, and that's what started it. I mean, I found out that the demand for my service and for making products like that was great, and everybody was really wowed by my products. So that's what got started.
So what makes your products so unique?
What makes Clintonville Green Clean's products so different is that I make the products at home the night before you're clean, and everything is made out of stuff that I find in my kitchen, all natural products, safe for me to ingest as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. So give me an idea of some of your products that you use.
Well, I use a lot of lemon for the scrubbing agencies. I use a lot of vinegar as well because vinegar is a great odor eliminator, and that's a large amount of clean. You want the smell to smell good. And I as well use a lot of baking soda, but I use a certain kind of baking soda that is aluminum free.
If somebody is interested in having your service clean their home, how can they find out more information?
You can find more information about Clintonville Green Clean by looking on Facebook, or as well you can call me at 614-725-1742.
So you're getting ready to do that heavy-duty spring house cleaning, and maybe that vacuum's just not up to the task? Well, we stopped by Carmen's Vacuum Cleaners to learn about what the technology is out there in vacuum cleaners, and believe me, you're going to want to watch this segment. Talk about Carmen's and his family-owned business. It's been in Columbus a long time.
Yes, we have. Actually, been here for 44 years. It is a small local company. We have a very knowledgeable staff that's going to be able to listen to your needs, and we're going to be able to find the right equipment that fits perfectly for those needs. One of the things that separates us from the big box stores is the quality of the product we carry, like Miele. What you'll find, you mentioned fads with vacuum cleaners. A lot of times, these vacuum cleaners, like fads, come and go. So you have maybe 1-2 years out of your vacuum cleaner's life, it's going to end up in landfill. That's where products like this are going to end up, because this is a Miele. It's going to last 20 years or more. It's also eco-friendly, and it has an auto equal feature, which is going to automatically sense the resistance of the surface it's on and adjust the suction, which lowers the power usage. Sure. The bags in there are also biodegradable and are set to degrade over a minimum of 1 year. They also have a program where you can turn those bags in, and they can be turned into new bags.
You guys, though, take care and do service work right here.
Yes. We are an authorized dealer, service center, and warranty center for everything we sell. So if anything ever has problems, you can bring it right back to us and we'll fix it right here.
Now, how many different lines do you carry in vacuum cleaners here?
We have quite a few different lines. We have the Miele, the Riccar, the Panasonic, Electrolux, Hoover, pretty much all the ones you're familiar with, plus like Miele and Riccar you may not be aware of.
Well, now here's a couple other products that you carry, and these are very interesting. Let's talk about this steamer.
This is a reliable T3 Steam Boy. All it uses is water. Water you can take straight from your tap. With that water, it's going to turn it into steam. It will dissolve and lift the dirt, and will sterilize the surface that it's on. For one of our commercial vacuums, is RoHS compliant. What that means is it's free of lead and other heavy metals like cadmium and mercury. So it's, when the time comes, end of life, it's going to be easily recycled and put back into use as something else.
Well, we're all trying to live greener. So when it comes to disposing of unwanted items, recycling is the only way to go. I spoke with Dan and David about how easy it is to get rid of your unwanted metal. So David, I understand CycleMet is getting ready to have an anniversary. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we're celebrating our 30th year anniversary. My father started it back 30 years ago in 1984, and I joined the business just about 5 years ago, and we've been growing ever since.
So Dan, tell us exactly what you do here.
We offer a full-service recycling center. We provide material for customers to bring to us, or we provide roll-off services at the job location for quick, convenient pickup.
Say, I have an old appliance or something like that. How would I get it here?
You could either bring it in yourself or call us, and we would provide a pickup service.
Okay. Now, I understand you do drop-off containers for businesses. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, we offer roll-off boxes in the sizes of between 12 and 40-yard boxes that can be dropped off within a 24-hour service availability and then picked up as soon as the box is filled.
And I'm noticing cars driving through here. What are they doing?
They're bringing material to us at this location. We provide a drive-through service that keeps customers dry and out of the elements, and quick and friendly service.
What types of products can you bring here?
All metals. Variety: titanium, copper, zinc, die-cast, brass, aluminum, steel, stainless steel. We provide any materials.
What's the recycling process?
We take them and provide them to end-run mills who use them for reuse and other materials, and then we provide them to other companies that are in the recycling industry to fulfill quotas. We are compliant with all EPA standards and offer a full service of all CFC removals, and it's a global market. We ship all over the world.
How do we find out more if we want to bring our things here?
Well, you're more than welcome to call us at 614-276-0202, or you can just come out and visit us at 2405 Harrison Road on the west side of Columbus.
Well, we've all heard about identity theft, or maybe just simple as destroying old tax records, but how do you get rid of them and know that they've been destroyed? You call someone like Ohio Mobile Shredding. We talked to Tim Oberst about how they take care of shredding and getting rid of your documents. So Tim, why should a consumer get a commercial destruction company like Ohio Mobile Shredding?
Well, first of all, it's very cost effective and reliable. Today's office shredders are meant to just handle 2 or 3 documents, and as we know, most people have boxes and boxes of materials that they save over a period of time.
What do you think has led to, I know you've seen an increase in business, what has happened out there that's caused that?
Well, obviously, the proliferation of identity theft and fraud. We do so much of our work now online and through the internet, and that allows a lot of unscrupulous people to mine your data and break into your personal information.
So once it's commercially shredded like this, the information is absolutely destroyed, right?
It is. You can actually witness the whole process. We have mobile on-site shredding trucks that can come to your home or business, and you can actually witness the whole process. We have this nice facility over by the airport where a lot of our resident customers like to know that they can just bring the materials over, schedule an appointment, and see for themselves the materials being destroyed in a quick, fast, efficient way.
And it just takes up space in the house anyway, right?
Exactly, and that's one of the reasons why businesses use this service more often too, is to cut down their storage costs. And if the consumer does it on a regular basis and documents, and we provide certificate of destruction, there you create a pattern of something that is done on a yearly basis, and it doesn't leave any suspicion to anybody as to what you're really trying to get accomplished here.
Tim, tell us how we get a hold of you if we need some documents that needed to be shredded.
Well, we have one of the easiest websites in the world to remember. It's shredohio.com. Our phone number is 614-236-1979.
I'm Johnny DiLoretto at the Gateway Film Center, where they're screening Chasing Ice, an award-winning documentary about the melting polar ice caps and global warming. Director Jeff Orlowski is telling me all about the film and how he's taking it on tour. Chasing Ice is, you're taking awards all over the country, am I right?
Yeah, the film has won about 40 awards now. We premiered at Sundance. We won an award for cinematography at Sundance. It was nominated for an Academy Award and shortlisted for another Academy Award, so it's been a pretty wild ride.
That's awesome. Congratulations. This is the second time you've been at the Gateway Film Center with Chasing Ice. The movie is about the polar ice caps and melting glaciers, and you capture startling evidence that this is happening.
Right. We followed a photographer named James Baylog, and he had this idea to do time lapses of glaciers. And we got to go to these beautiful places, Iceland, Greenland, Alaska, and we set up these cameras to see what would happen to the glaciers over time. And we have a 5-year record of glaciers all around the world disappearing at a very, very fast pace. It's been called the first real visual evidence of climate change, the way you can actually see what's happening with the ice. So that's something that we're just trying to raise awareness with the public and get the public to share those thoughts with their representatives.
And so that's why you're taking the film on tour. And how does that work, and how can people get involved?
Exactly. We've screened the film all across the country, but we've now wanted to go a little bit deeper in small parts of the country. So we're here in the Columbus area, and we're screening the film for free to any group that wants to host a screening of Chasing Ice. We've been working with a number of faith groups, evangelicals and Catholics and interfaith groups. We're working with farmers and with outdoorsmen and fishermen, trying to get to these very broad audiences so that they can host an event of the film. We're encouraging the public to reach out to their local representative, in this case Congressman Pat Tiberi, and we want the public to support him and to say, you know what, we have your back. We want you to take action on climate change. Please acknowledge the science is there, and let's move forward and figure out how to solve it.
So you'll be in Ohio for about another month. I say take advantage of this great, wonderful film and this kind of talent. Thank you so much, man. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much, John.
Well, look at this rich soil. We learned the secret here at Ohio Mulch, how that soil's made, from Ron Frost. Well, Ron, I saw where Ohio Mulch is celebrating their 30th anniversary now. What do you think has led to their success?
Yeah, we're really excited, and I think one thing that's a key component is we've always listened to our customers, and we've made the necessary changes to make it better.
The thing that's interesting about your recycling program here is that you're actually recycling food scraps to composite food scraps, basically, and that's leading to this very rich soil. Where did you ever get the idea for something like that?
Well, what we've done is we sold a lot of soil over the years in our stores and through the wholesale markets, and to get a really high nutrient soil, you have to go outside the state because we live in a clay-based soil region. So we put our heads together and tried to come up with a way of making a high nutrient soil without going outside the state. So we partnered up with some of our Kroger's and Walmart's, and we take in the vegetables that would typically go to a landfill, and we make a high nutrient soil out of that, and it's a win-win situation.
The nice part about it is you don't read chemicals on the bag, right?
Exactly. It's all natural. It takes a long process for us to do, but the end result is we get a high nutrient soil with no chemical additives, and you get great yields from your plants and your vegetables that you grow in it.
Now, since you've been doing this program, what kind of environmental impact have you seen?
We've seen a lot of things happen. Not only have we seen the end result that the people are looking at, but we look at not having things go to the landfill. We've been able to extract those things out of the landfill and make a reusable product, so it's full circle.
And it's not only, it doesn't stop here with the soil, does it?
No, we do computer recycling, we do glass recycling. We try to look at every avenue that we can make it better and take things that would typically go to the landfill and kind of have that sustainability outlook and make it better.
Fantastic, Ron. How do we get more information about Ohio Mulch and some of the recycling programs you're doing?
Visit us online at ohiomulch.com, or you can call any of our locations, and we'll be more than happy to bring you up to speed.
Well, the expression "you've come a long way, baby" certainly applies to these, and I'm talking about hybrid and electric cars. They have come a long way in the last few years. We're going to learn about that. We're at Coghlan Automotive talking to Matt Dillon about just how far this technology has come. The technology on these types of vehicles have come a long way, haven't they, in the last 5 to 10 years?
Yes, they have, Mike. They've made tremendous advances with the battery technology as well as just the engine technology, allowing them to stay extremely efficient and burn the fuel as quickly and efficiently as possible as well.
Yeah. Now, Coghlan is one of the biggest dealers of these type cars, these hybrids and electrics, correct?
Yes, we are. Here this past year, we were in the top 3 dealer groups in Central Ohio, and with 5 Chevrolet dealerships, 2 Ford dealerships, and a Toyota dealership, we have a number of hybrid vehicles available, and a total of 54 vehicles, Mike, that get over 30 miles per gallon on the EPA highway estimate.
Well, to start off with, this is the Ford Fusion, right? So what makes this unique, and what kind of mileage can you get with this vehicle?
Sure, Mike. The best part about this vehicle is, as a 4-door sedan, the Fusion Hybrid gets 47 miles per gallon in the city and is also rated at 47 miles per gallon on the highway. So it doesn't matter whether you're totaling around town or taking a freeway trip. You're going to get near 50 miles per gallon.
The Prius is the one that I'm probably the most familiar with, and it has been around, and you kind of think about this one when it comes to the hybrids and the electrics.
Yes, and the Fusion and Coghlan were all there on board in 2001 when Toyota released this Fusion, the original one, to the U.S. market. The Prius now has 3 different vehicles in its family. You've got the standard Prius here, and this one, Mike, gets 50 miles per gallon combined.
This is the one that has been in the media. We've heard so much about. This is the Volt, the Chevrolet Volt. And, for a while, these were very hard to get a hold of, right?
Yes, they were. They really almost ran out of cars when they initially produced them. And then they've caught up a little bit, which is nice. They made some nice tweaks to the vehicle. But the neatest part about this Volt, Mike, is it's rated at 98 mpge from the federal government. And that's miles per gallon equivalent. Nearly 40 miles on the electric charge, and again almost 40 miles per gallon when the generator right under the hood here kicks on when it needs some more electric juice.
Well, we're back out at Utzi's Market, out on the farm, and these chickens are a hint at one of the new products that Utzi's Market has. We'll learn more and when that sweet corn may be going in the ground from Greg Utzi. I see you've got a lot of chickens. What's the story with this? Every time I come out here, there's always something new.
Right. This is a project my son has taken on. He's got right now 200 chickens. And raising, they lay white eggs, and it's something that's a huge draw. The animals have always been around here, so we're incorporating something that we can actually sell. People can see that the eggs are being raised here. The chickens, of course, they're not caged; they're out here running around the pasture. Just a high quality product at a price that's affordable.
Yeah. I noticed I saw the sign attention, and you're kind of talking to people and telling them how you're raising these chickens versus some of the things we've heard. And we've heard the negatives in the news.
Right, and the signs went up about a year ago because people had concerns about our other animals. They couldn't see, that we had water in the barns or whatever. But everything is so well taken care of. My wife is just an animal fanatic, and she'll spend more time down over the animals in the evening than she'll spend at home.
So I guess we can now say that we've got farm fresh eggs at Utzi's Market?
That's exactly right.
Well, let's talk a little bit about some specials that you got going on here at Utzi's.
Right. We are a big buyer in the deli business. And a lot of times we'll have a supplier call us up and say, hey, can you move a skid of this or a skid of that for us? And that's something we're going to do this week. We're going to have Virginia baked ham on sale for $2.50 a pound, and that's about 50 cents lower than it should be. And that was one of those deals where a supplier called me up and said, hey, can you move a couple pallets of this for me? And I said, sure, bring it on, we'll sell it.
Well, Greg, locate Utzi's Market for us for the folks who have never been out here. I don't know why they haven't, but they need to get out here to Plain City.
We are off of Route 42 on Commerce Up Road, just south of Plain City.